Hey guys, it's CJ from the Artist Murder, and you're watching Metalshop TV.
Okay, man. So you just destroyed Czech Republic. How does it feel?
Cold and wet.
Cold and wet. Not a typical festival day for you.
Yeah, it was shitty. I feel more for the crowd and the people, because the whole festival is sold out, and the weather makes it difficult for the fans, you know, for the people coming.
Yeah.
For us, we still play, everything still goes the same, but I feel more that a lot of people would have wanted to be there, more people, but the weather kept them away, so it's shitty for them. But for me, you know, I get a little wet, I don't care, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, dear Desolation, number 5 in Australia. I think that's, for such a brutal band, that's absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, it's I think the last two records that we've done have charted in the top 10 in the pop charts in Australia, and it's crazy to think something like that would happen for us, because we're so negative and abrasive, very aggressive music. So it's amazing. Like, there's no extreme band has ever broken into the top 10 pop charts in Australia, even huge bands from overseas. So for us, it's great, you know.
And I saw a couple of interviews with you, and you were like, you don't like the deathcore tech. Am I right?
I don't like it. I don't know what we are. It's because we're new, because we have like traditional death metal elements, and then we have breakdowns. It's like the cliche deathcore, because it's like metal and like death metal and and hardcore put together. But we're different, you know. We're very different people. We're very different musicians to typical deathcore groups. I really don't care what people call us. They could call us a fucking Swedish fucking vegetarian jazz band. I don't really give a fuck. Like, it's not gonna change us, you know.
I think it's really interesting, because from your latest album, Dear Desolation, I hear more of a death metal vibe than deathcore, definitely. Maybe a bit of Behemoth?
100%, yeah, we love Behemoth. They're a huge inspiration for us. Not that we want to be like them, we just enjoy their music and their vibe. But every record that we do, we try to keep the Artist Murder heritage, and then add little bits and pieces for each record that we want to experiment with, because we don't want to be a band that has every record come out and sound the same all the time. We want to have different elements and grow as musicians and also people, and show our versatility, that we're not just sticking to one thing and going with what works.
And I think it's pretty interesting that there are many bands that are like, you are into your 4th album right now. And with many bands, almost all the bands, is like, fan base is like, oh, they are playing still the same, or they are they change too much. But with you, I think you are getting still more and more fans, and your music. We still grow fast. It's very weird. And that's very weird. And
it's great.
It must feel great.
It's like we're waiting. I guess it's almost like we are waiting for something that may not happen. We're waiting for that time that it plateaus and it just tapers off, and that's where it'll get depressing. And we're kind of waiting for it to happen. Not that we want it to happen, but like, oh, you know, maybe the next record we do will be shit. I don't know. We will try our best to make it the best record that we've ever done, but you know, it's like a business. It's what we love to do, but we're all adults. We need to, you know, make money from this as well. So we can't afford to lose our fans financially, and for us to play smaller shows. We want to grow, we want to get bigger, and we want to just do it our way. And at the moment, it's still going quite fast, so it's exciting.
Yeah, it's cool. The song that resonates with me the most from your latest album is the Son of Misery.
Yeah.
Because it's brutal as fuck, but also it's like catchy. It's got a cool guitar melody into it. Do you feel like this song is a good gateway song for new fans?
I think so, definitely, especially European fans. I switched up my vocal delivery with Son of Misery and made it more aesthetic to the European ear with my voice as well. So that was done intentionally, and the riffs are really strong, and it's heavy, but it's not brutally relentless heavy like Slaves or anything like that. So it's
but in the context of the record, it makes sense. It's just there, and it makes perfectly sense.
Yeah. Well, that's right. It's a song that I really liked recording and playing it, especially even today. It's great. I love the song. So I think you're right by saying it's a good transitional song for somebody that wanted to listen to us, other than like Holy War and Reign of Darkness and stuff like that, for sure.
Okay, so Dear Desolation, huge album, still supporting it, but are you already thinking maybe for a new music or something?
We're thinking about it.
Yeah, not working, but thinking.
No. So we don't really have any pressure from our label or anything like that. We do what we want when we want. So we do a record and we spend 2 months of our lives thinking and writing and producing this child, almost kind of thing between us. And it takes up so much of our time and our energy and everything that everything else in our life like dissolves. So there's nothing else in our life other than writing this new record. So at the moment, we're not ready, but we know we have to do it soon. Yeah. So we're thinking about the process of thinking about doing it. So it'll come. We're talking about it, but
there's a bright future.
Yeah. We just relax because it's after when we've finished recording a record, our producer says, "All right, everyone, fuck off, get out of here." So we leave the studio, we go into New York, we spend a day in New York, and we come back in the afternoon. And then he has a rough mix for us, and there's like a couch like this, 2 of them in the studio, and we all sit down and we listen to these songs over and over and over again, but he mixes it a little bit for us to hear. Then we listen to the whole record and we go, fuck, I hope people are gonna like it, man. Like, you know, so it's such a stressful time for a lot of us. So.
Of course. Okay, so the last 2 short questions I'm asking about this, everyone I'm asking. The first one is, are you watching World Cup in football?
Every game except for the games today, yeah. I love football. I love
because I asked Winston, he was here before you. He said he is a huge fan of Australia, which I guess you are also.
No, I don't like Australia.
No?
The football team, no. I hate it. Shit.
Really?
I go for Argentina. My wife is from Argentina, my father.
So like a Messi guy?
I like Ronaldo more.
Oh.
But as a country, I go for Argentina for my family because they're all Argentinian. Yeah. So for them, I go for Argentina. But 6 months ago, or more, 8 months ago, when they did the draw, that make the pools of the teams, I said Belgium would win the whole World Cup. Yeah. So I think the final will be Brazil and Belgium, and then Belgium will beat Brazil.
Okay, we're gonna see.
It'll happen. You watch. Put money on it.
Okay. And the last one is, since we are at a festival and, well, live bands are playing here, who do you think is the best live band of today?
Parkway Drive, easily.
Yeah?
I don't care. You could put the biggest and the best bands in the world on any of these stages. Parkway Drive will beat all of them.
Will destroy them.
Yeah, and I've seen Parkway Drive about 400 times. That's not even exaggerating. 400 times I've probably seen them play.
And it's still cool.
And I love them. And we are good friends with them. And I watched them play from like when they were teenagers in Australia to 20 people, now to 100,000 people. But Tommy Cash from Estonia, he played today before us. Yeah. And me and my guitarist are big fans of Tommy Cash. So we were side of stage. And then today when we played the breakdown for Reign of Darkness at the end, I was singing Tommy Cash lyrics over our music. So I was mixing the styles together.
Two worlds together.
With my voice, not even turntables, just my voice. So it was cool.
Okay.
It was great. So we were stoked to see Tommy Cash. It was cool.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you, man. Thank you.
CJ, Die Hard is Murder for Metalshop TV. Rock on.
Yeah.